I'm Sensei Dennis Bibbins, the Grand Master of Komushin Ryu Jiu-Jitsu, and welcome to episode 3 of Fight Back with Mushin. Today we'll be showing different forms of ukemi, break falling, proper ways of falling, from many different people, different size people, etc. This part of the jiu-jitsu techniques are very important because it helps prevent injury by landing properly. With that said, let's get started. Thank you. What we're seeing now is a basic shoulder throw from the inside block, arm bend up to the elbow joint and pushing off on the elbow, completing the throw. Then we shoot to the fingertip throw, which is self-evident. You can see it's self-explanatory. As long as you keep pressure on the fingertips, you can control the opponent and just do any type of throw that you want to, really. Here, Troy and James will attempt to do a fingertip throw. Once they learn it, it will be very effective. Again, keeping pressure on the fingertips facilitates the throw. Here myself and James are getting to produce the same type of throw, showing the correct positioning of the fingertip, bend, as you can see, the key is to keep the opponent on his toes with the fingertips being bent backwards, aiming downward with the fingertip as the throw begins, and remember to let the opponent go. Very important. Again, controlling the fingertips, completing the throw. Here we have the gooseneck, utilizing conventional throw, and we'll be switching to a free ukemi, which is a flipping type throw. Controlling with the bent elbow, step, turn, throw, boom. Very simple. Here's another view of the same throw, gooseneck head throw. Close-up view so you can actually see. And with the mirror technique, you can see both sides. Obviously, this is a choke throw with the bent elbow, wrist lock. Once again, showing both sides. Wrist lock, bent elbow throw. Showing both sides. close-up version of the same technique. Total control. Here, Grandmaster Cordone and James will go through a couple of the techniques that we created for your enjoyment. And the inside block, bent elbow, wrist lock, of course with Grandmaster's own flair. He doesn't quite do it the way I set it down, but that will go on our comedy video at the end of the series. Different outtakes, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Moving right along. See, even Grandmasters don't know everything. I have to step in and show them. Inside cross block, open palm, knife edge strikes and blocks really hurt the wrist. So we use the open hand. Same way with establishing the bend in the elbow. We use the open hand. Eliminates a lot of initial pain, but gets the technique across to the person. And as you can see, Grandmaster here refuses to listen, so I have to step in and show him. Again, this will go on our comedy video at the end of our series. Okay, here we go again. Once that's been established, again, the inside cross block. Push the elbow up high to create a leverage point. Step to the side and push the elbow into the throwing position. Simple technique. Once it's learned, it's very, very effective. Second view, very good, very nicely done. Mr. Pelton and Grandmaster are going through the same basic technique, and again, he uses the underhand instead of the overhand, but like I said, I'll have to yell at him later on. But the idea is to complete the technique with efficiency, which is all that really counts. Inside cross block, push the elbow, turn and throw. That part he did correctly, thank goodness. Come on, guys. Moving right along, we have the inside cross block. Mr. Pelton's applying it on Grandmaster here. And completed the technique. Once again, I have to show him the correct way to bend the elbow. And this will also be on our comedy outtake video at the end of the series. Nicely done. Step, turn, and throw. Okay. Now we have the same technique showing different energy sources. That's why we like to continually do the same technique over and over again. Not only to get it ingrained in your head, but to show different energy sources, different people, different size of people, different techniques. As long as the technique is followed, we can expect the same result every time. Instant pain, instant control. And depending on how you throw the person, depends on which type of throw they take. A projection type throw, throwing the person into a front roll, or a whipping type throw, causing the person to do a flip in the air. Of course, with the same results at the end. This technique hurts to even look at. You're dealing with a wrist lock, a painful wrist lock, I might add, with a choke, then a throw. Painful wrist lock with the choke, then the throw. Dealing with pain in 3 different areas. The mirror affords a different view of the same technique, obviously, from different sides. Once again, elbow up high, wrist lock, and throw. Here, Mr. Pelton and Troy, again, using the same technique, again, different energy with different personnel. Very effective with the throw. Seems a bit repetitious, I should say. But that's what most techniques are all about. Over and over again. Practice, practice, practice until it's ingrained in your brain. And you react automatically to different situations. Okay, here, the 2 Grandmasters, myself and Grandmaster Cordone, showing the same basic technique, hopefully with more fluidity, producing the same result. Pain and the throw. There's the pain, and there's the throw. Nicely done. Here we have James and Grandmaster here doing the fingertip throw, showing the type of control you have, completing the throw as quickly as possible. The bent elbow wrist lock throw again with the throw, showing how it looks when it's done correctly. This is the technique with the choke, wrist lock, and throw. Again, when done correctly, it looks like this. Nicely done. Moving right along, Mr. Pelton and Grandmaster here, fingertip control throw. Using a lowered version of the fingertip control. Instead of up high, we take it down low. Maintaining control throughout the technique. As you can see, the technique works. We make it look simple and easy, but it works. Lots of pain when done correctly. Moving right along, here Troy and myself, you can see the lowered fingertip control technique. Control throughout the technique. Beautiful technique. Wrist lock, bent elbow, choke, throw. Okay, moving right along. We're doing an inside block, double leg sweep, stomp to the groin. Well, that hurts to even watch. Very effective, needless to say. And here we have Sylvester and myself doing the same technique to show that even smaller kids can learn these techniques and be very effective with it. All about technique. Wrist lock, elbow lock, throw. Okay, moving right along. Mr. Pelton and myself. This is the Ippon Serenage, one arm shoulder throw. Again, with the mirror technique, you can see it from both sides. With Mr. Figueroa, different energy, same technique. Ippon Serenage, one arm shoulder throw. And we're off to the races. This is what we call a 1, 2, 3. Everything done from the same side. Head strike, block, head strike, and throw. This is a simple head throw with an inside block. Again, from the opposite side, inside block, head throw. Here we have double elbow strike, pulling the head down, breaking the arm at the shoulder. Same situation from the opposite side, inside block, double elbow strike. Boy, that hurts to even look at. This technique is taken from the Filipino fighting system. It's an ear strike to the palm strike to the ear, which is devastating and potentially lethal. Head wrap under the arm, pressure across the back of the neck. And again, Ippon Serenagi, one arm shoulder throw. Again, one arm shoulder throw, very effective technique. Again, your 1, 2, 3 technique, everything from the same side with the same hand. Head strike, sweep, push down. From this side, block, strike. Notice everything's done with the same hand. We call that the 1, 2, 3 for some reason. This technique, wow, hurts to even look at. So over the shoulder, wrist lock, arm lock, shoulder lock. Painful technique. Inside block, another outside block. Over the shoulder, switch hands, pull and push. Push the head, pull the arm. This is a rear takedown while striking the back, the lower back with a knife hand strike as you attack the forehead. Outside block, strike the forehead and strike the rear of the back, the rear of the spine at the same time, creating a back takedown. This technique is the painful wrist lock. Woo! It hurts just to look at. All right, from the opposite side, from this side, you can really see once I move my fingers back to get a better grip, the pain that it causes. Wow. That brings us to a wrist lock, over the shoulder fingertip technique. make anybody drop their weapon, if in fact they had a weapon. Cross grab with the arm bar and wrist lock. Again, arm bar, wrist lock. With this technique, seems like we've seen it before, but with a little added punch. With the arm raised, the ribs are exposed. With either an overhand or underhand punch to the ribs will cause, well, you know what it will cause, instant agonizing pain. And then on top of that, the throw completes the technique. Now we have a double wrist grab. Self-explanatory. From this side, bam. That leads us to the arm hook with the head turn punch. Oh, I'm sorry, we're doing the up and down first. From either a choke or a double collar grab, this technique is very effective because you're striking the ribs. Both of his hands are tied up. Both of yours are free. From the punch to the knee. Or you could even knee him to the rib. Now we're coming to the arm hook, head turn punch. First the parry, the arm hook, head turn, chest punch. Very effective. Another angle for it. Parry, arm hook, head turn, punch. Beautiful technique. And that leads us to the same thing from the opposite side. Bam! You get a better view so you can see how effective it is. Now we're looking at the clothesline strike. Self-explanatory. Person goes down. The harder they punch, the harder they go down. The inside block. Step in, strike the shoulder, over the shoulder, down they go. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll be watching out for our next episode, episode 4 of Fight Back with Mushin. Until then, this is Grandmaster Dennis Bivens saying good night and train hard.